Welcome to my video on using Twilio NuGet package to do an SMS implementation. The code is available at GitHub, and as you can see here, I've already structured out an initial concrete class that basically contains an implementation of send message. It overrides an interface as indicated, SMS message interface, and implements send message. Send message has from phone to and the actual message that gets sent out. In order, obviously, you need to download the SMS, the NuGet package for Twilio, so you can actually use it. And as you can see, the actual implementation is very simple. You call the Twilio client.init. You pass in your account credentials, the account SID and authentication token, which you need to get set up through Twilio, and it's a very straightforward process in doing that. And as you can see that I'm in the process of basically creating a message resource.message and passing in the associated parameters. So the to cell phone number, the from cell phone number, and the actual content of the message or body of the message. I indicate a title, and then I also indicate the actual message that gets sent to the actual user. So once that's done, you can basically send an SMS message. Just a couple of other pointers. Obviously, I am using constructor. I am implementing an interface, and basically I create a response message object that basically gets the information back from Twilio and then basically gives it back to the caller, so you can see the status and the actual message that Twilio actually creates. So the next step will basically be to make sure that everything looks good. Looks like I've had a couple of code changes there. So code changes should be complete now, and we should be able to just proceed with actually doing the rest of the implementation. The actual response message that we need to define. It's always a good idea as a pattern, basically, to have a response and a request. The request, obviously, and the response, the request is whatever the object that gets created, and then the response object is what gets returned back from the Twilio client. And as you can see, I'm basically assigning the message. I'm indicating using string format that the message was actually sent successfully, and that the response actually was a good response, and there weren't any issues in actually sending the SMS. The next step in doing this will be to actually test it out and make sure it actually works, and that the code actually sends out an SMS message. So that's it for now. We can continue. Obviously, I need to return the response back to the method call, and that should be it for the Twilio implementation. Next thing you need to do is create basically an account, and then let's test it out, make sure it works. So I just created a mock basically of the implementation. I've got app settings where I retrieve the account and the authentication token, and then basically I run it and verify it actually worked. As you can see, it's going through it. It was successful, and the process completed as needed to be. So That's our test for the Twilio client. Please watch the other videos too.